last pick from OG.SEED. They go into the Void Spirit. It was left all the way through to the last pick. They won't even think about it as Evil Geniuses will respond with the brother of Void Spirit. The Ember comes out, so the jungle clears out creeps there instead with Sandstorm. And I suppose perhaps EG are just not that concerned about the Sand King in the first place, or there's not really much they can do anyway. But as you can see, Sibi again just going to commit the Sandstorm mid lane. Chessie and Z-Freak do rotate and find Arbit on the Ember Spirit. Crit. They're going to try and go on Madara. Madara, of course, not level 6 yet, so it doesn't have that second life. In fact, Arteezy comes in with a pretty decent chrono onto 2. They will find the Wraith King now. Peksu doesn't really have anywhere to go. And he'll make a run for it, but there's a lot of damage coming in from Ramses. They have the surround. He can't really juke this out. He does have a TP available, but Crit's always going to be watching with the Earthshaker. And there's the Fisher coming out. That'll be a double kill coming out for Ramses now as Sibi top lane does find Fly, who was left by himself.
To try to find Sibi here. So he's going to have to be a bit more cautious.
And he will. Chrono will be there in the Sandstorm. Will reveal him, and the Ice Blast going to fly through. That'll be a very easy kill. It's just one of those things with Chrono. I mean, you always talk about this, but when it's off cooldown, just use it. Just secure a kill and get it over and done with. This mid lane. Chessie now going to make a jump onto Crit. Crit in the tree line, pretty much trapped up. Doesn't have anywhere to go but down, and he does end up dying.
It doesn't feel like it's been affecting EG too much, though.
Mid lane. Yeah, gets caught out, and well, with the Mystic Flare, it's a lot of damage. Sibi, he actually picks up the kill with the Burrow Strike. Arteezy, they're going to come in, but he doesn't have Chrono. They got the chains off on Sibi. He's just sitting dark. The Sand King does go down, but now Fly gets caught out, and he goes down to the remnant of Chessie.
Of the Raid King, so it's going to be a bit harder to get that tunnel, though.
They're going to jump in mid. Crit. We'll find Z-Freak. There's that Wraith King Axe coming in. Crit going to end up melting as now they chase for more. Ramses does pick up Z-Freak eventually, but they really want to get this Enchantress. Stuns will fly out from Peksu's creeps. There's another stun from Madara. That untouchable doing a lot of favors though. Arteezy does jump in with the chrono straight onto the Chen. They do find one. Again, the Aghanim Scepter keeping alive for now as they go for more. Ramses copying a fair bit of damage. He does get bursted by Chessie, and Fly now going to be the next target. Looks like he has nowhere to go. Arteezy, how do you save these supports? You don't, but he'll keep chasing. He'll keep trying to find trades as Remnant will come in, but it won't actually latch on. A BKB is already there from Arteezy now. He'll turn around onto Madara. It will be a BKB TP away as Arbit, a very nice dodge on the stun. In fact, never mind, it just flew around him. They do eventually find the Ember, but he does manage to remnant away.
They do have the Yules up on Arbit, so it's going to be much harder to lock him in. The silence,
Chessie.
Their high ground is being seen.
Yules on Crit. Mystic Flare going to be there. He just gets destroyed. As now AG coming up top to try and help defend this tier 3 tower. Crit yet to find an Echo Slam this game. We're 22 minutes in almost. They get a stun off on to Arbit. He does use himself up as well. He'll be fine for now. Remnant's not going to be there. In fact, Chessie will catch him with his own Remnant, and the Ancient Seal from Z-Freak not allowing him to get away. Now a stun out onto Ramses. They won't bother going for the Enchantress, but rather going to go for that tier 3 tower. They're already pinging out those Raxes. Straight after the range first. Arteezy does have Chrono, but he's down bot farming. It looks like EG have said, don't even worry about TPing up, just keep farming, because there's no chance of us defending this Rax. They will try with Ramses anyway, as now Arteezy does TP. Madara, though, still has the Aegis, so he's not really afraid of too much. They may get the Aegis, but he's going to get the Rax. Can they punish? Madara gets Enchant slowed up. Going to try and run his way out of this one. Madara, I mean, just judging by his farming pace right now, it's not going to take him too long. OG.SEED, they look to buy him space as they do smoke up, but it will be into the smoke of EG. They do get an Ancient Seal Mystic Flare. Arteezy, he gets bursted immediately. Now Arbit, clumsy netted up. They have the control, or do they? He does Remnant away barely, but Chessie just jumps exactly on the same position. Remnant going to be there to hold Ramses in. He's got nowhere to go as another silence comes out from Z-Freak on the Skywrath. Ramses going to try and heal himself up. It'll be to no avail. And Peksu will actually give Ramses the tip as they find the kill. Remnant forward. Pexu does get caught, but Arteezy got Burrow striked up and now Clumsy netted up. They silence him. Do they have the damage output for Arteezy? He'll walk away. Still Remnant won't latch either, but they do force out the BKB. Meanwhile, Arbed still going after Pexu. They'll find the Chen kill, but Madara, now maybe he wants to back off. Looks like he does. They don't want to fight without that Chen. Divine Rapier going to be there on Madara as well.
Oh, man.
They would have seen that Divine Rapier available on Madara as well as the Aegis now, but it looks like they do get started. They try to go after Pexu again on the Chen. Pexu still surviving, but Arteezy will chase him down as he does have Chrono available. Doesn't commit it yet. BKB being popped with Satanic. He will survive through all the damage coming in. Madara still looking for Arbed. Yule's going to be there just in the nick of time. He'll try and slight Remnant away. Pexu still being chased down here by Ramses. He will eventually end up dying as Chessie gets Fly on the AA. Now they'll go after the Ember. Oh no, the Chrono doesn't connect on Chessie. Sibi's there with the follow-up Burrow Strike, and it looks like this game could almost be over as Echo Slam comes out from Crit. It's pretty darn big, but is it enough? Sibi falling low, not low enough, as it looks like Arteezy does go down. And Crit does eventually get Chessie, and Sibi does eventually go down as well. It was just the Wraith King Ags keeping them up. They know Chrono's still down for another 45. Madara going to go in, although Fisher going to be there to block from Crit. Are they jumping on Chessie? Burrow Strike going to be there from Sibi. He catches two. Arteezy does barely manage to time walk it off, and he'll chase down this Sand King now, though Arteezy losing quite a bit of life, but he'll time walk away. Arbed does go down to Madara on the Wraith King. Still, they continue chasing down the Void. Arteezy, in fact, wants Pexu on the Chen. Who is that? It looks like Chessie on the Void Spirit. Does get caught out. The Echo Slam being committed to ensure they get the kill. Arteezy, Madara will jump in again. BKB being popped. The Time Walk being very, very hard for OG.SEED to control as Arteezy just keeps dancing around them. They want to keep fighting Pexu. He's the main target they want on the Chen. Looks like they should be able to. Game seems to still be going quite well for EG. Or rather, they are pushing it back. OG.SEED looking to make the play down bot. Madara, he got started on the tier 3 tower, though there is a repair kit being placed on that tier 3. Rams is actually doing a hell of a lot of damage. Reincarnate will be there. Arteezy immediately committing the Chrono with the Eyes Lost. Madara, he's going to fall quite darn low. They do try and stun him up. BKB is there. Madara, he does finally go down. He's going to have to TP out with that BKB and does do so to save the Divine, but now the Echo comes in. Crit just holding them down long enough to get Chessie on the Void Spirit. Sibi on the Sand King also going to go down. Madara gets a stun off onto Ramses. Chessie, there with the control, they have the silence. BKB going to be popped from Ramses. They go straight onto Pexu, that Chen. Going to be a sitting duck to Arteezy or Izzy. He survives for now. Stun will come out. Madara. Pexu still surviving, though the impetus will finally get him down, but they've lost Arteezy on the Void. Ramsey now going to be chased down as Chessie has the control, should be able to find the kill, and does. Now the Remnant flying out. Arteezy, he does manage to buy back just in the nick of time, and now they're going to try and turn this. He still holds on to that ultimate. He'll go onto Z-Freak for now, still not willing to commit that Chrono, but a silence will come out. Madara still chasing him down. He has Reincarnate available on the Wraith King, but eats the cheese for now. Hex is going to be there onto the Void. He'll still manage to walk away. Arteezy, still no Chrono being thrown out. Sibi should go down on the Sand King and does. There's the Reincarnated Sand King. At least he can still Burrow Strike throughout all this. The Chains going to hold down the Wraith King. Madara gonna walk away from this as it looks like OG.SEED wish to disengage. Madara, he will get the TP out in time. Chessie, double damage. He goes straight onto Arbed, though. Chrono going to be there from Arteezy. They are going to find Z-Freak on the Skywrath Mage, and they also get Pexu. Arteezy going straight onto Chessie now. Mystic Flare going to be there in time thanks to that reincarnation of the Skywrath. Arteezy does end up dying back on the Void. They also get the crit Earthshaker. And it looks like the GG has been called. They haven't really got the greatest ways of locking down the Morph nor the Storm Spirit.
Still kind of playing it low here.
Pexu getting a little too deep. Arteezy going to waveform forward. Pexu going to try and juke him out. In fact, he does get a salve off. They do start strength morphing on Arteezy, but Fortune's End comes in. He's falling low. Sibi, can you find it? They do get the Morphling, but the first blood will go to Fly on the Snapfire. Do you think that this is one of those games where Arteezy just rushes Ethereal Blade? It does seem like one, especially up against the Sven. It's Fly. Gonna get jumped on. They have Stormhammer, Madara with the control. Now the silence from Z-Freak. Purifying Flames will be enough damage output to finish off the kill.
Z-Freak and Chessie are setting up for something.
They are. Fly will have all the knowledge in the world. He'll bring Arbed down. In fact, there's a lot of rotations. They jump straight in onto Sibi again. The Hex setup was there from Crit, and it's just such a simple pick-off for Arbed. And, well, they both basically end up in even HP. So both teams really finding very even trades on the map right now.
Definitely. It is a bit of a better story for EG, I think, if the game stays even like this with the rougher start they have earlier on.
They're making the jump. Fly, going to be the first target. Immediately gets bursted down, and now they jump onto Ramses. Borrowed time procced so darn quick. It's not going to matter, though. Body blocks out from Madara, and there's the roar from Sibi. And that'll be that Tier 1 mid tower being secured by OG.SEED. Game plan, but OG.SEED, they run around instead. Arbed going to get caught out here by Chessie, but he has plenty of help around. And instead, they'll jump in. They'll try to start a team fight themselves, EG. Who do they get, though? They'll go after the Oracle. The Kiss is flying out immediately. There's a lot of damage coming up from this Snapfire as Peksu. He did use the False Promise. It's probably not going to matter, though. They have more than enough damage. And that'll be two supports on the side of OG.SEED now going down. Orc flying out, but of course won't catch him through the smoke, though Chessie actually breaks the smoke of Arteezy. But they are going straight after Madara on the Sven. Madara really has nowhere to go. Fate's Edict was there, but it's not really going to help too much. Madara, Stormhammer thrown out, but it is dodged by Arbed. And Arteezy will pick up a quick double kill. Considering the draft, considering that they shouldn't have the early game advantage, they seem to be doing pretty darn well.
Sure, they have some scaling with the Sven. They've got scaling with the Void Spirit as well. But they are losing that moment when they're just naturally stronger. They're getting to the point where EG just has the tools and they jump right in.
Chessie Yules up onto Arbed, trying to go after Ramses, but Astral steps out. Now Z-Freak, though. Double Dream Coil is there. Sibi gets a roar off, but immediately it's purged off by the shield, but they have the silent Z-Freak controlling up Arbed. Now God's Strength will come out from Madara. Fly. He just melts. They'll go after Arteezy on the Morphling, but he does manage to waveform away. Ramses, however, probably won't be so lucky. He runs back in like a man, but he also will die. That'll be 3 kills going to the way of OG.SEED for the price of nothing. Perhaps they just wait out the next big items on their causes. You'll see Arteezy trying to pick up a Manta Style on the Morphling. Arbed has an Aghanim Scepter queued up, but the Roshan, again, has been started by OG.SEED. Ramses does scout it out there on the Abaddon. Chessie gonna join in. They'd love to find this Abaddon kill. This Remnant does latch. Still, he has borrowed time. He does proc it. Will he survive this, though? They do get the roar off. This is looking really bad for Arbed, and he does... Well, Arbed jumps in now, but it was looking really bad for Ramses. He does go down. So Arteezy now throws out a Stormhammer with the Sven Morph. Ramses, of course, did buy back on the Abaddon. They really just don't want to allow this Roshan to go away, but now again the jump is there. He doesn't have borrowed time available. Still, he does get forced up. Madara, False Promise with those kisses flying in, surviving through all this damage output of EG, and it looks like they may even find Fly for their troubles. Fly gonna get taken down. Arteezy, meanwhile, jumps Sibi in the back and does find the Beastmaster, but the chase does continue as Hex now comes out on Chessie. He just wants to get out of here, but Arteezy slowly making his way into that mid lane. Ramses still also chasing as Arbed does find a Vortex off onto the Sven, and they burst down Madara with that Ethereal Blade and the Adaptive Strike.
Trading unfavorably, they're not able to really lock down an Arteezy at this point. And Morphling's a massive issue for OG.SEED.
Well, Z-Freak's trying to keep tabs, but it looks like they will miss out as Arbed does grab the Aegis, and now the team fight starts. There will be a roar out onto the Shaman, although Yules will be there to protect him. Arbed trying to control up Chessie, but Chessie is not done. He does finally get crit. Ramses now going to make the chase onto Chessie. He will try and just juke them out, although now their Oracle will go down. Peksu getting picked off by Arteezy. EG looking to take a top tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, mid lane, Fly may get caught out by Sibi. They do have the Roar available. He'll start off with a stun. Roar comes out and Fly. He just goes down immediately though. Arbed going to try and find a trade, but Madara, he gets False Promised immediately. And now the Remnant, Chessie, controlling up Arbed. Another Aphotic Shield though, going to allow that Storm to get away. Peksu meanwhile so darn low, but he will survive as Chessie gets shackled up with the Serpent Wards by crit. And Arbed confirms the kill. As now they go for even more. Peksu is still around the area on the Oracle. And Arteezy this time will be the one to clean it up on the Morphling. Maintaining this position, Sibi. He's looking for a raw target. They have made the jump onto Madara now. In fact, they were trying to go after Peksu. The Oracle does die. Madara just running away. They don't want to fight without the Oracle, without the puck. Abed gonna zip in straight away looking for Chessie. He won't fight him, but they'll be able to get that Beastmaster. And Arteezy now on a godlike streak. Kisses flying in. Crit gonna get jumped on by Chessie, but he's forced to Astral Step out. This is looking really bad for OG.SEED. Like, they don't really have that many buybacks available. So they can't really afford to take a team fight. Surprisingly enough, EG not willing to take a team fight either. They back off after the range racks, but now Arteezy getting jumped on by the Astral Stop of Chessie. He just goes back in. Stormhammer gonna be there. They don't purge off this stun, but he's strength morphing anyway, so he's very, very tanky on this hero. Meanwhile, Z-Freak getting caught in the Serpent Wards and does end up falling as Sibi now gonna get Stormhammered up. A double cookie from Fly. Madara, he does get the False Promise placed on top of him, but doesn't matter as Arteezy is still going after Sibi. They control up the Sven. He's shackled up now by Crit. Arteezy gonna focus his attention onto Madara and does shotgun him down. Chessie popping the BKB but really can't do anything as Abed continues to move forward. They find Peksu on the Oracle. They get the shackles off onto the Void Spirit, and now they will definitely be able to confirm this spot racks. Looks like they just finished the game. Chessie will buy back. The Sven does not have buyback available, but Chessie, maybe he can get the job done himself. Still, do they have the control? Shotgun immediately there, and no, they do not have that control. He dies back immediately. And with that, EG gonna happily clean up the secondary T4. Z-Freaks get shackled up. Sibi trying to run away. Can he even get there? Not really, as Abed is cleaning up on the Storm. And with that, Ramsey says, screw it, let's go for a fountain dive. Starts dropping his items in the fountain, and Peksu says that's enough. GG is called, and that's going to make the series even out 1-1.